Dustin Tibbetts here, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth Managers. How you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. This is a really short one for you, and it's just really kind of a warning for a lot of you that are trading crypto out there or very into the crypto world. I get it. I see it. People ask me questions all the time. I never really got into it. It just wasn't interesting to me. I just kind of thought we already have futures. We already have different ways to trade stocks and options and index futures and things like that. What are we doing? We know how the IRS will treat those transactions, and there are favorable benefits, by the way, but we do not know how the IRS was going to treat crypto. Everybody kind of had an assumption, but now it's kind of become more mainstream, or at least it's kind of settled down. And the IRS is cracking down, man. They are openly kind of frustrated at you guys, right? They just put out guidance in November of 2019 on crypto reporting on your taxes. What they're basically saying is, we're not playing around. You need to report this stuff, and we're expecting you to do it. They also offered guidance on transactions between, they offered guidance on transactions in terms of like your long-term, short-term capital gains, right? If you're buying and selling crypto, super easy these days, whatever the coin may be, yeah, you're in and out, you don't realize it, but at the end of the day, you've got to report that. Hopefully you work with someone that can actually help you report all that. But long-term, short-term capital gains, that's important. You must also now document the transfers between wallets. Right? So in the past, that was kind of like they weren't caught up with that. But now you got to document those as well. At the end of the day, crypto has been classified as property by the IRS. I think most of us know that. It's treated just like a transaction of a car or a house or something. You have something that they are considering actual property being transferred to somebody else. And because of that, you actually need to track your cost basis, the fair market value, etc. So you know what it is that you have to pay in tax when you have one of those transactions, if that's the way you do it. I don't really know a lot of people that physically do transactions like I'm going to buy a drum set and I'm going to use Bitcoin to buy a drum set. I don't really see that much. But the IRS says we want you to pay more attention to this. Now, up till recently, I even heard a lot of people say this, like professionals on TV, that the IRS was behind the game. They weren't up to speed on all of this, and you could kind of like get away with things. It still was the wild, wild west. Not true. 5 years ago, they actually put out specific guidance as to how to treat this, and then this November's guidance there is basically their way of saying, we're cracking down. Right about the same time, you know what they did? They sent out 10,000 letters to people saying, hey, we noticed that you had crypto transactions. They don't match the information that we think you should have had down there. We're going to need you to prove that that's exactly what you did and that your numbers are right and our numbers are wrong. Sadly, a lot of people can't do that. What they're doing now is they're giving you a chance to amend past returns, right? They're not like cracking down and just pulling out full audits and everything, giving you a chance to amend your returns, right? So if you weren't quite super squeaky clean on that, didn't know what to do, or you just did it yourself and now you're learning some of this, you might want to go back and check it out, because you're gonna eventually it's gonna catch up to you, I promise. So anyways, I put a link in the description below to some direct to the IRS, the frequently asked questions that they get. A lot of great ones in there, right? Some I didn't even think of. But if you are actively trading any of these coins and that's your thing, or you are transacting in coins, maybe you're a chiropractor that accepts Bitcoin or something, boy, you better make sure you report it. So just a quick, simple video for you here today. Just want to let you know that we watch what the IRS is sort of signaling and what they're mentioning and stuff, and they're really interested in focusing on this here in the next year and two kind of coming. So be ready. Hope you enjoy. Anyways, join us later every day live at 5 o'clock Eastern on our YouTube channel, Jazz Wealth Managers. We do the Closing Beat Show. It's a stock market update show where we don't really talk crypto. I'll point out Bitcoin when it does something unique. But other than that, we talk about stocks and everything and how the market's doing, give you an update as far as your investments go. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
Why should you choose Jazz Wealth as your retirement or long-term investing service? Our portfolios are managed by us, not some faceless mutual fund manager. Our private classes will teach you everything about investing and getting your dough straight. Best of all, our fiduciary standard means your best interest comes before ours.